Hi there guys, this is our introduction to SolidWorks and we're going to simply orientate our way around it for starters. As this is step one, you'll see that we have just opened SolidWorks in front of us and we would like to see our way around. Right, on the right hand side here we have this pane full of buttons. You'll see a couple of options. These are our little tabs over here, and you'll see if we click through the tabs they'll give us different options. And one that I like using would be this guy over here. It would obviously give us the appearances of certain things, different scenes, decals, and so on. If I'm going to open up some of my scenes, you'll see down the bottom here that a couple will be presented. I have basic scenes. Okay, we can scroll down on these and we can go and select our scenes. This will simply be dragged dropped into the certain area. Alright, so obviously there we have a model must be loaded to add this item. I'm glad this actually rocked up because we'll see in a moment in step 2 why we would have to drag this onto our model. Right, and then in our studio scenes you'll see that we are actually inside of areas. Presentation scenes, you'll see here some tiled room areas, maybe outside room areas. Okay, backgrounds. Okay, I see we don't have any backgrounds loaded as yet. We've got urban landscapes, a couple of different landscapes. You can see that they're all from the outside, but a little bit about that at a later stage. Right, if I had to click over here, I'll be able to see that I'm going to disappear, or these things will disappear. They'll simply minimize to the right hand side over here. And I'm going to go look at the top left hand side. I've got the SolidWorks task pane over here. If I had to hold my mouse over this, I'll have another task pane that'll open up over here. I can pin that task pane so it stays there permanently, or I can just make it disappear. That is this button over here. You can see how the arrows change the moment I put my mouse over it. Okay, so I'm going to pin it for the moment, and we're just going to look at the finer things like file. File will be able to present an option to go to new, and then I've got obviously an option to open up new drawing files, and I've had a couple of things over here already. Then I've got my view, my toolbar setups, whether I want to have this as a full screen, whether I want to show my toolbars, my task panes like you would have seen on the right hand side here. And in a moment you'll see on the left when I open up in step 2, motion manager and status bar. My tools over here, however, I'll be able to add options and so on. I'm going to go into the options for a moment, and let's see. Our system options here on the left hand side, you can see that we can click on any of these options over here: display selections, the performances, external references, drawings, and you can go ahead and go and edit the finer settings of your actual SolidWorks component. Alright, when I look at the help, here I can see all my product information, activated licenses, deactivating my licenses, showing licenses, and anything about my SolidWorks product. Alright, so if you want any information about what kind of license you have, just go click on About SolidWorks. It'll give you all this information over here already. Okay, so let's go have a look. I'm going to hold my mouse over here, and typically when a mouse is held over a button like that, you'll see a little tooltip rock up. We have this one as a new. It says there creates a new document. We will be venturing into that in step 2 in the second video. Over here is another little shortcut, as we've seen in the file tab on this side over here. See these two over here. Okay, these are little shortcuts. If I had to click on open, it'll give me a nice little dialog box where I can actually go and select the necessary drawing file that I need to go and edit. Alright, and in this case over here, obviously we haven't selected any drawing file as yet, so I don't have the actual save button as an option. It's all grayed out, but we will venture into that as well. Okay, down below or a little further along, we'll have an options tab. You'd notice that we had that options tab right down in the tools menu. Okay, there they go. Got the same little icon, and we'll have exactly the same kind of settings. Right, on the right hand side over here, if I needed to search anything, I can go and, like for instance, I've already used a function called combine. You can go and search anything over here that is got to do with SolidWorks, and you'll be able to get some assistance, some support from SolidWorks, provided you are connected to the internet and online services. You will then be able to minimize, restore, or maximize back to the normal size of your screen, and lastly, the close button. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope this has assisted you in step 1 of SolidWorks.